Hello everyone, I'm Juno Fox and we are going to do a toy review over WildManes and Unicorn Academy. And I felt like we should go ahead and start off with Coco as being the main character for WildManes and their little series on YouTube. It's a really cute show. It's giving me Strawberry Shortcake, My Little Pony, and just like a smidgen of like a Horseland vibe due to the double color of their manes. And I gotta say, their art style is very, very cute. And it's like, they're not like fully pony sized, but they are like just that in between the pony and actual horse size. I'm gonna try to keep my camera from shaking too much, but we'll see what we can get done. So first off, WildManes, their toys, they're really decently priced in my opinion, especially for everything you're getting so far. And I know that she's still in the box. I will take her out to like really look at her, but like, can we just talk about the box art for a second? Like, why is everything on here so extra cute? Let me just look at this big, beautiful Coco right here. Like, look at her. Like, the artwork itself is so cool. Like, if you wanted to, like, keep the box art, it'd be, like, a really good idea to keep the box art. Because look how nice this is. If a kid wanted to, like, cut it out and put it up in his or her room somewhere, it'd be so cool. And not to mention, this is kind of I know it's kind of pointed toward more girls, but little boys like it too. I mean, my son thinks it's a cute show, so after I'm done with these, he'll probably steal my new toys that I bought. Which is totally fine. It does feel like it's gonna take a minute to get out of the box, so I'm going to stop myself here and get it out and then review it out of the box. So I was actually able to pop Coco out of here, so if you wanted to keep the box for something, you definitely could. There are two little tape pieces right here that can make it a little harder or easier to get out. But if you wanted to keep this to like create your own little thing for, you could. This way you get to still keep this really gorgeous art box. I mean, WildManes' art right now on their stuff is so cute. Also, let's not forget to mention, you get 17 pieces with this character. You get her little cart and her little stuff, her little outfit. I'm really excited for this, and I'm excited to see how well the hair is. Like, it already feels like pretty good. I know how synthetic hair usually feels, but this one feels like actually like decent. Okay, so as I'm unboxing this, yes, ignore the fact that she's on the ground, but you've got this little thing right here that slides in here, which I will put back in, but you'll need to pop that out in order to get this piece out. And all you do to get this part out is kind of push it out. There are a little bit of tape over here on the sides that you're gonna have to pull off, but that's okay. Okay, so she is out of the box, and I'm not absolutely sure where these little horseshoes go, so we're just gonna keep them somewhere. But this back piece that I took out earlier, it's super easy to slide it back in on that side. Now for this part, it does look like she doesn't have like the most room right here. It's like she's like very up against it right here, and that's totally fine. I do want to see how she looks without her little hat and the blanket, and see how she looks without this stuck to her. Okay, so I just realized that all of her feet do move kind of like this. And you can see all the little detail right here. That's pretty nice. If you don't have her in the right position, she's just gonna constantly fall over, which is unfortunate. I do like how this part is very articulated, and I kind of wish the feet all the way around were this articulated. That'd be way more fun. I mean, just look at that. There's so much movement here. I love it. And we can just put her feet down if we just want her feet down. And there she can stand a lot better. But I really like this. And I like how her hair is put away with this. Her braid is really nice. It kind of came undone just a little bit, unfortunately, which is not the end of the world, but it did, and I may unbraid it just to see how it looks. I'll probably braid it back after. In her tail, it feels like a little bit thin back here compared to how thick this side is, but it's not the end of the world. Now this part does come off, so we can see her without it. Maybe. There we go. It's just stuck on her head a little bit. So if you don't want her to have those, or you want to change out the clothes for a different pair, you totally can. I think that this looks good. They do kind of look weird without the clothes on, considering that in the show that they do wear these like little saddle clothes and a little hairpiece usually, which gives them that extra bit of like personality. The eyes kind of are giving me Bratz dolls vibes, and I'm perfectly okay with that. This side of the hair feels like it must have been, yeah, it's a little bit further down to swoop, so that's totally fine. I do like this though. I think Coco was pretty cute on hers. I know I have another one. I think that I got, who did I get? I think I got Bailey too. So I'm gonna double check in just a moment, but I do believe I got Bailey too. So we can just do more than one review of the toy. The head moves around, which is great. It doesn't really go up or down, so, but it does go around. Oh no, it goes all the way around. She's an owl. She's part owl, guys. Theory. Coco's also an owl. Love that. So I'm gonna unbraid her hair and see what that looks like too. So she does have her hair braided, and honestly, I think that this may be some of the most beautiful, soft, fake hair on a pony I've ever seen. Like, I wish you guys could feel this. It literally feels so silky smooth. And as a parent myself, I would say that this toy is a little bit, it is on the cheaper side, which is great if you're wanting to buy your kiddo more than one. And as a mom myself, I'm just going to give one probably to my niece and probably to my son, because he thinks that WildManes is a cute show. He likes horses too. And honestly, I think each one of these were between $15 and $19. The ones with the little shops, I think these are $19, but I think the ones that are just by themselves are like 14. So still really good price, all things considered. And you get so much for it. I'm not even mad about this. They're very cute, and I'm very here for it. So I think that I will get out Bailey, unbox her, and kind of put her next to Coco and see what we think. Yes, Coco, let's go. I guess before I do that, I should go over that this is the piece that goes around Coco's neck, and then you slide the bars in here for her to pull her wagon. This is one of the little cups that come with it. do, 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 do. A little hair clippy of cups. Then we have a little coffee cup, which we gotta love. I think it has hot cocoa on it because of Coco. Her beautiful little brush. A little plate with a croissant. She has her own little stuffed animal, which is just absolutely adorable. She has a 2-tier cupcake holder. And then a little milkshake. I had to show off Bailey's art. Her art is just as cute. I really love her blonde hair and the purple tips. I think she's one of the most gorgeously designed ones. I do see that all of the WildManes ponies are usually brown, palomino, or white, or like a dark chocolate color. So I'm hoping maybe we'll get a blue roan, maybe we'll get a red roan. maybe we could get a buckskin. That would be really cool. Just have that like diversity inside of it. That way there's like more into it. And then that gives people more characters. It gives them more to go off of. It's like a fun little element. And I really want to see WildManes keep getting bigger. I want WildManes to keep growing. Because not only is their little series very cute, it's very like storytelling. The characters are very likable. Yeah, I just want to see this go, and I'm really enjoying the toys. The toys are not bad, even for the ponies that are like alone, they're not bad. So let's go, WildManes, keep going. Okay, so now that Bailey is out, I've went ahead and looked at all of her little accessories. I do like that she has a little surfboard. However, I think it is too small for her. Just to be a little bit more accurate, this would probably need to be a little bit bigger so that she can actually fit on it and ride some waves. She has a hair clip too. There's a little, I think it's a hibiscus flower. I could be wrong about what I'm saying. I do find it interesting that since there are no Pegasus in the show, her toy ends up actually being a little Pegasus, and I'm wondering, like, will we get a little Pegasus in the show at some point? That would be cool. Oh, sorry, threw the little guy over. She does have a water bottle. She has a little coconut drink back here, a shake, SPF 50, adorable little sunshine brush. And then back here, she has a little radio with the little phone to make music. I forgot to pull this up on Coco's, but it does have a little flap here so you have extra room for this stuff. I do like that her top is different from the top of Coco's. That way there's like a slight difference in them. Her hair wasn't so sorry, I forgot the word, tied. So it's already kind of like just here. It's kind of a little messy down here, but that's totally fine. Again, the hair is super soft, which is just awesome. And she does have the same one leg is extremely articulate. The rest are not, which is totally fine. I love her little freckles through here, and that there's this little like shine in her eyes. It's the same shine as what Coco has. So you're still getting a very similar type of thing, but here is a cool difference. You do have this like open, like kind of open mouth smile, whereas Coco does not have that. So there are some differences in these characters. But as you can see, what I meant earlier is like the characters are still very close in color, even while being fairly different. Like, of course, this little girl is a Palomino, but, you know. We can see her without this on as well to see what the whole body looks like. And as you can see, there's like no specific details that make her stand out very much other than her hair, which I get that's the point of WildManes, is like the mane and tail are like the big thing besides the personality traits. I wish that the ponies like had like maybe a stripe or maybe they had one full white sock. That'd be cool. Just design wise, that would be really cool. As someone who makes a lot of designs, it's just my thing is like I want to see more designs. I'm going to take her visor off so we can see this beautiful little haircut. Her eyebrow is kind of up like this with a little like kind of Nike look to it. I don't know if hers is. Oh yes, okay, so they both have it. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to hold her like that, choke her out. But I do think that they're very cute. I like that there is some difference to them and that they're not like exactly the same. Their makeup is, I think the one big difference is just like the mouth being open or not open, which is pretty cool. I think if you were going to customize these characters, it might be a little bit difficult. But I think it's still doable. Just personally, I think it is a little bit doable. The legs do tie right here. I don't know why they run into each other. I'm Not sure if there's really a reason for that other than to try to keep the model like standing like she is now. This may be the only way you can get her to stand like this. I think that's the one thing that's a little weird, is that the foot goes out that way, so it makes it harder for her to stand. If you're wanting to stand her, yeah, this has to be out, so like her legs have to be kind of like this at the back in order for her to stand. Now, I didn't check hers, so I don't know if hers, yeah, they seem to run into each other. I don't know if that's like a defect with the way the horse is made or what, but yeah, I think that the characters are pretty fun, and liking their differences is great. I do like that you get like more of this straight hair design here. However, when you look at like the box art, they don't feel very like accurate hairstyle to themselves. So like Bailey has like very like layered swoopy hair, and then this, she's just got this one, just one length all the same, which kind of sucks because I feel like someone's gonna probably try to take her hair and make it swoopy and layered, which would be super cool. Though I really like this, I love the characters in general. These were the only two at Target that I could find that had their carts with them. Very sweet ponies. But I would expect the other ones to also get a cart. I didn't see the other two that had a cart, but Target only had these two at the cart. I don't know if the other ones were sold out, but I know there are two more of the horses from WildManes that also have a cart with them, which I'd love to get the other two and like go through them and see how they look together as well. I'd love to just have them all, honestly. Look, they're besties. Aren't they just the cutest? Oh my gosh. So after reviewing these two adorable little ponies, we can definitely review Unicorn Academy and see who has the better pony, which I will determine toward the end of this. Do, 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 do. So this next part is going to be Unicorn Academy. I chose just two because these were the only two that were like the big ones that were there for the Unicorn Academy, which was Leaf and Wildstar, of course. I have Wildstar. The only thing about this is, yes, they are much bigger than WildManes. However, they are quite a bit more expensive, and the legs do not move. You can tell right now, none of these legs move, which really sucks, honestly. But the toy is still awesome. It's still so beautiful. I mean, I'm not saying the toy sucks. Let me clarify that. Unicorn Academy, the toy does not suck. It's just the fact that the legs don't move bothers me. It bothers me so much. Okay, now that I have gotten Leaf out, we can really see her model. I do like that she is like a draft horse. That is really awesome. Her hair, very soft. I love it. I do love her design for her saddle. I didn't realize how yellow she was. You can still see her design on this side. You don't get the design on this side. I feel that's a little weird. We don't get the design that is on this side, because it should be both sides, so it's not mirrored, unfortunately. Now, if we go with the hooves, there's no like indent and design like those two. There is this cutoff right here so that she can stand, which again, pretty cool. We do have the Unicorn Academy symbol here, and we do have the feathering on the foot. Now for her face, she's a pretty girl. We're just gonna boop, boop, boop her. We got those pretty little ears. Even though the rest of her body doesn't move, her head does. I didn't expect her horn to be so long. For some reason, I thought it's gonna be like right here, but I see that it's this long, which is pretty cool. Her head really doesn't move much. You could take this off if you wanted, because I know as a kid I really hated whenever my horses had reins on. I don't know why. I think it was just from watching Spirit. I felt like all horses didn't need reins. I feel like she should have eyebrows. Something's bothering me about her not having eyebrows, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and pop her saddle off as well, if I can. If I'm smarter than the toy. Oh god, I'm not smarter than the toy. Come on, Juno, be smart. Yeah, there we go. We'll just pop that right off. Because I do like to see them without everything else on, because a lot of people don't normally like having it on there. Some people might, especially if they're people who do ride horses. You're probably going to be like, I want my saddle on. Which I will say, this is pretty sturdy for a toy. I think that if left in a certain position, that plastic will definitely move that direction constantly. I do like her bridle. It's very cute. Oh, and you might be wondering, where are there holes here? Well, these also do not come with anything other than their bridle or saddle. And the characters for these big ones, at least, are sold separately. So, like, you can't get Ava without buying her, which is extra, which I believe this was already $32 on its own. And mind you, these two are the exact same price. Even though she is the main character, these two are the exact same price. She was cheaper than Wildstar. Wildstar was like $35, and Leaf was 32 or 33, I can't remember. So she was just a few dollars cheaper. She is quite a big girl. I do like the design where her tail is like, boop. You know, it's kind of cute. I love that. It did look like when they packaged Wildstar, they took more care into her character. I don't see that this is maybe... I'm trying to see if there's like a button or something. Because I don't see... Am I... Okay. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. She does not light up. My hope was, because I guess I didn't fully pay attention, my hope was to see this purple magic that she has light up. I was also hoping to see this light up. That's disappointing. I mean, she's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. She'd be great to customize, which I might, if you guys want to see that, I might do that. But, I'm really disappointed. She is very expensive for just being something that only has a bridle in this. The design isn't on both sides. And she just, like, where's the forelock, by the way? They are cheap and have forelocks. She doesn't even have one. Why? Unicorn Academy, why? My girl is bald. She's balding. You poor baby. Oh, wait, hold on. I just had an idea for a giant Fluttershy. I'll come back to that. But, yeah. I mean, her hair's design, it's pretty cute. It doesn't feel fully accurate to the character herself. So, like, if I grab this little piece that I had to rip off the, baby? Okay. I had to rip off the box. It feels a little bit more volumized for this. And I was hoping maybe we would have, like, the little flowers and stuff. Maybe this would glow. And, again, we're not getting any of that. She also doesn't have an eyebrow. I might have to customize her to make her look how she should, which is unfortunate. Right now, WildManes is really up there with their toy, and that's... I was expecting more, I guess, from Unicorn Academy because it's so big and it's on Netflix and all that. I think I was expecting more from a big, like, show, big company. So, okay, so we have Wildstar now. I am curious to see how she is. I do like her design for her, like, saddle and bridle. Her horn looks like it's a little different than Leaf's. Design-wise, it's already different. It's a little shaky. So I'm going to get her out and we're going to see how it goes. It does look like, yeah, she rainbow light up Wildstar, yeah. So she does, but she doesn't, which sounds silly to me. I feel like they should both light up, but that's just me. Okay, so yes, her bridle was on in the box. However, it was so like stuck on from that like real tight piece of plastic. I couldn't get it off, so I had to just slide it up over her head. But you've seen it, Wildstar. Like, Leaf was pretty hard to get out, but Wildstar was even harder to get out and actually hurt my hand multiple times doing that. I went ahead and turned it off so we can kind of look at it before I turned this on, the saddle on. I don't think I'm going to be able to right now. Again, we are balding. Long face, we are balding. We also don't have an eyebrow. Yep, design's not mirrored on the side. And for how much she cost, her design should mirror. It really should. And it doesn't. And that's very disappointing right now. So I guess I can go ahead and turn her on. I do like that she's got a little bit of feathering here. The gold hooves are pretty cool. So let me just... So there she is. Her horn does continue to light up on that setting. So she got the very last setting. I wonder how we do that. Okay, so it looks like this is how you get her to move. This is the only part. Okay. Why doesn't... I feel like whenever I was trying to get her out earlier, she did something different. Maybe we need to shake her? I don't know. That is not what I got earlier. Whenever I tapped her in the box, she like lit up all the way. Maybe I have to pet her? No, I think it's just this. So let's slide that back a little bit. Oh, now it's... Do I just gotta keep smacking her? I don't understand. Do I have to beat on her a little bit? I love the color, which is really cool, but is this all we get? I'm telling you right now, that's probably super annoying for some people. Her head does seem to be stuck in this, like, tilted position. So parents, just know that if you get your kiddo this, it's gonna be pretty annoying. Just saying. But, I mean, she's cute. The horse is cute. We can give her that at least. I don't understand the difference of these levels. So you can play it in a few different languages, I guess. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I've got her all the way back. Maybe if I... Is it like this? Is this how they want you to hold her neck? And maybe if we pull down here? I'm having trouble with this. Okay, so when the body is full of white light and the horn glows rainbow, press and hold her face to complete bonding. Wildstar will sing or play music for that. Since I couldn't get her reins off, I guess we need to pet her? Okay, so I didn't need to beat on her earlier. I could have just read the instructions. But apparently I did not want to read the instructions. Of course she's as stubborn as she is in the show. That is wonderful. I'm gonna try to mimic the reins here a little bit, I guess. And it looks like we can also... Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Okay. I mean, this is pretty cool. I like that. Your boring leaf. This is pretty cool, though. Does it give us anything else if we shake it a bit more? Huh, okay. Her light magic. I'm gonna pet her some more, I guess. It does come with batteries. I guess I forgot to say that. It does come with batteries already in it. I'll go ahead and pet her face again, I guess. Oops. Sorry, girl. So we've got our characters here, our Unicorn Academy and our WildManes. Now, as you can see, the size in these are different. These are just the big ones. They do have smaller ones that are like about here, I want to say. So they're close to the same size as these ones. But even so, this being the more expensive one, you know, the cart and everything, you've got 17 pieces. You've got articulate legs, the head moves, the hair is big and voluminous. I mean, look at this. It's so pretty. And she's so cute. They're cute. They're very, very cute. Oh, they may not stand as good as Unicorn Academy, but that's okay. Let's, I'm gonna fix this, okay? I'm gonna get this to stand. I'm gonna leave it. Okay. And even with the extra character, she's still as gorgeous. I mean, of course, her hair may have been the only, like, real disappointment because they could have layered the hair. But, you know, I get it, you're mass producing it. It can be a lot harder. These ones have no eyebrows, okay? Their legs are not articulate. The head is the only thing that moves. And on Leaf, you can kind of, like, move it pretty much anywhere it needs to be. She doesn't light up at all, which really sucks considering she is a unicorn of Unicorn Academy. This should be lighting up, and it doesn't. This one does light up, and that's so awesome. That's so cool. But you have to do so much to get this to even do anything, and even then, her head only moves like this. Her body lights up and makes music. That's it. And you've only got the saddle and bridle for these two. Whereas you get so much more for this, and they're way cheaper. So much cheaper than these. And it sucks because I really love Unicorn Academy. I love it so much. And I think WildManes, even though it's like very short videos, I think that they're already doing a lot better in terms of the merchandise they have out. They give us so much more for so much less. And I'm okay with that. These characters are awesome. They're off the hook, so beautiful. Look at her hair. She's like, she could be in a shampoo commercial. Wow. Shampoo commercial pony. And even though, like, yeah, these are huge. Granted, these are massive. They're not giving us what I thought we were going to get. Honestly, the Barbie horses, even though they don't move at all, they're still a lot more beautiful in terms of design. Like, don't get me wrong, these are pretty, and I'm not trying to dog on Unicorn Academy, like, at all, because I love the show. It's so good. I think I'm just upset with the merch. At the end of the day, that's what I'm upset with. You guys have a lot bigger budget over here than you do here. And yet they're giving us more, and the aesthetics and everything here is more pleasing than what I get here. I think I'm more upset about that. And yes, I get it. They are mass producing, but you should be producing something that is so awesome that people are going to flock to it. Somebody might flock to, you know, light up unicorn. That's cool. But there are kids out here that can create so much more out of characters that move. they can create their own stories and adventures out of characters like this. You're getting so much more out of characters like this. And, me being a parent, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with WildManes has the better toy. Not only because they move and everything, but they have all this extra stuff. They don't cost as much. And I know my kid can handle this size of a toy. I know it. And yeah, he could probably handle this big toy too. But at the same time, WildManes is just doing what we're wanting. What I wanted as a kid was a pony with the nice, beautiful hair, the big, beautiful eyes, and was able to move. Instead, I got a lot of this. And a lot of this made it so much harder to create those imaginary scenarios that kids are so invested in making. Like being able to create and tell stories. I'm not getting that here on Unicorn Academy, yet the stories in Unicorn Academy are supposed to be so much bigger and magical, but I'm getting so much more magic out of WildManes, and I'm perfectly fine with that. So, I guess, and me personally, I'm preferring WildManes over Unicorn Academy. I think Unicorn Academy has an awesome story, and the character's cool, and I love the diversity of design and detail in these characters. I love that, and I wish WildManes was doing more of that. But at the same time, it's just the price, what you get, and everything like that is better with WildManes. So if you're a parent and you have a little boy or girl who enjoys one of these shows, I personally would suggest WildManes toys. I would. You have so much more with it, and your kid's going to have way more fun than they will with this. They may love this because it's so beautiful, but they're going to absolutely enjoy the creative settings they can give themselves with this. You're not going to get that much creativity out of these. They're just going to go, oh my gosh, it's Wildstar. That's it. Whereas a kid who may or may not know WildManes, they're going to go, oh my gosh, this looks just like my pony outside. I'm going to name her Fudge or Butterscotch or Butterfly. It's got that aesthetic where kids can make it their own, and that's what you want. You want kids to have that imagination to run free. I'm not getting a lot of imagination running free from Unicorn Academy, unfortunately, which I expected maybe one or two of the legs to move, or maybe a lot more stuff with the character. And even the small ones that are same size as this, you don't get all those extra accessories and stuff that you do with WildManes. You get so much more with WildManes. It's bananas. It's so bananas. So I guess that if you enjoyed this video and want me to review more, or even get more of the WildManes, or even more of Unicorn Academy to go over, please just leave a comment below and let me know so that I can do that. Am I using Coco to talk? Yes, I am. Okay, you should like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment below. And please let me know which one was your favorite. Did you prefer WildManes or did you prefer Unicorn Academy? Whichever one is fine because they're besties now.